Hi y'all, welcome back to Our Home on Lawrence. If this is your first time, my name is Karin, and on my channel I hope to encourage you and inspire you to use thrift store finds, antiques, vintage pieces, DIY projects, and of course some budget-friendly decor to create a home that is unique to you and your family. Today's video is a Christmas hodgepodge, I like to call it. I finally got around to decorating our front porch for Christmas over the weekend. I'm not sure what took me so long, but I think the dreary blah weather we've been having didn't help. But anyhow, I finally got that done, so I'm going to share it with you guys. And then I ended up kind of redecorating the kitchen and the dining room just a little bit. I ended up moving the topiaries that were on the kitchen table in the home tour onto the front porch. So that kind of snowballed into me sort of rethinking my placement of stuff in the kitchen and the dining room. And so I'm going to show you guys how things have changed since the last time you saw it. I rarely can go through an entire holiday season with everything staying exactly the same from beginning to end. So for me, this is really nothing new. But first, I wanted to share with you guys just a few of the thrift store finds that I have picked up in the weeks since I did my Christmas thrift haul video. Gosh, I think it was about 3 weeks ago. So anyhow, I thought I would start there. So the first thing I wanted to share with you guys was, if you'll remember in the thrift store haul video, I had found a copy of Winston Churchill's Their Finest Hour. Well, at the time, I didn't realize that it was a 6-volume set. And so I had a really sweet subscriber message me, well, comment on the video telling me about a set that she had found. And then that was how I realized there's 6 volumes. So I went back to my local thrift store and I found 4 more. So now all I'm lacking is one, the very last one. And here is how I'm styling them in our bedroom right now. And then next, I ended up going into my local thrift store that I just absolutely love. She gives me the best prices. And I found these 2 sets of bells that I can hang on our doors. I've got one on the front door, one on the back door. I just love them. They're super traditional. So I think I paid $2 a piece for those. And then this find surprised the heck out of me. This was at Goodwill. Another copper tea kettle. And y'all know I am all about these things. My grandma has one, or had one, that was passed down to me. And so ever since I have been starting my own little copper tea kettle collection. This one was $6. It's definitely a different shape than the ones that I already have. I wouldn't say it's boxy, but it's not as rounded as my other ones are. But it still has that sweet little porcelain blue and white detail on the handle. And then on the spout. So that also helped with my kind of redecorating of the kitchen and dining room. And I'll show you guys how I'm styling that in the dining room here in a minute. And then also I ended up finding some more gold frames. I told y'all a few weeks ago I have been on the hunt to replace as many of my farmhouse style frames as possible with gold, brass looking frames, anything like that. And I ended up finding a few different ones in different sizes. This simple one, this one was $1.99 at my local Goodwill. And then we were going to a doctor's appointment in Houston a few weeks ago, and we went into a Goodwill that was just down the road from the doctor's office, and I found this pretty one. I liked that it was a square. It took a square photo instead, and that it already had a built-in mat. So I loved that one. Like I said, I was looking for frames in various sizes. I didn't want just 8x10s, which is what I'd been finding here lately. And then I did find this one right here. at the local thrift store that's down the road from my house, and I think I paid $2 for this one. But it also has that pretty detail. So I was super excited about that. Come first of the year, I'm going to start going through and replacing as many pictures as I possibly can. And then next I ended up stumbling upon a couple of really great coffee table books. One that is Christmas related and one that I can keep out all year long and is full of inspiration from cover to cover. So first off, I ended up finding this book called Christmas in America. It has all of these photographs from different Christmas related events and parades and things from all over America back in the 90s. It really is a sweet, kind of nostalgic book, but it's really large and it's perfect for this time of year. And here in a minute, I will show you how I'm styling it and the other one on the coffee table right now. And then the other one that I got for $1.99 was this Pottery Barn Home coffee table book. And you know, Pottery Barn, it doesn't even matter if it was published in the 90s or early 2000s. It really is timeless. All the pictures are beautiful. It is the perfect coffee table book to keep out all year round. So I'm super excited that I was able to find this one. And then lastly, I wanted to show you guys this really pretty framed piece of art that I've got hanging above our bed right now. I got it for $6 at Goodwill at the same time that I got those coffee table books. So now let me take you outside to the front porch. So my goal this year for the front porch was just to keep it simple, to keep it traditional. I absolutely love the way that the red and the green pop against the lime washed brick. I also wanted to point out that that planter was another thrift store find over the last week or so. I needed something for that particular tree, and that planter ended up fitting it perfectly. It was a little wobbly, so I filled in with some pine cones from our yard, and that seemed to keep it pretty stable. So now let's head back inside so that I can show you some of the changes that I made in my Christmas decor in the kitchen and the dining room. So here in the kitchen and the dining room, I still kept the decor very much in line with the theme of a Little Women Christmas / Victorian / Old World European. It's kind of a hodgepodge of all of those styles in my opinion. I do, however, want to point out that in the new year, I am looking to bring some warmth into the kitchen. I know an all white kitchen was all the rage, but for me, it's just too much, and I definitely want to bring in some warmth, probably in the cabinets later next year.
The gold scrollwork piece that you see above the kitchen window was such a steal. I ended up picking that up for $10 at a Goodwill in Houston a couple of days ago, and it is the absolute perfect size to go above that kitchen window. I had been wanting something more decorative. The cute little cow head that I had there is adorable. We've named her Maybelle. I'm not getting rid of her, but it just didn't go with the style that I was going for anymore. It was definitely more farmhouse. So she is being relocated to our pantry, and as I start to work on that project into the new year, y'all will see her again. I do try to be pretty intentional with what I use on the kitchen countertops. We don't have a lot of usable space, and we do cook and bake quite a bit in here, almost daily. So I try to be very intentional with the pieces that I do decorate with. I of course want it to be beautiful, but it can't be too cluttered either. I had been racking my brain trying to figure out what to do with all of these little houses that I've picked up over the years at the Target dollar spot, and it finally dawned on me that it would make a cute display in my grandma's hutch. So I just added a couple of bottle brush trees in, and of course rearranged some of the dishes that I had in there, and I think it turned out really sweet. And here is my Goodwill copper tea kettle that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you haven't already and you enjoyed the content, please hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell so that you'll get notified every time that I post a new video. I try to upload every Friday morning, but sometimes it ends up being just a little bit later in the day. So until next time, bye now.